Hello, hello, and hello to all of my Leos. This is Queen Moon Ra coming to you with your general reading, Leos. Let's get into it. This reading is for, first of all, happy full moon in Libra. It's a pink moon. We talked about the color pink on Sunday's reading, I believe. We talked about the color pink, and then it pairs best with the color green. And so the color green is connected to your heart chakra. Connected to your heart chakra. So those things are affected in your heart chakra, your heart, your lungs, your upper digestive tract. And so this pink moon, if you remember in Sunday's reading, I talked about rose-colored glasses. It also deals with love, dreaming bigger, compassion, self-love, attracting love, all those things. But you also want to make sure you remove the rose-colored glasses, so that you will make sure you're not allowing other things to throw your scales out of alignment. Okay, let's get into it. Let's get right into it. Let's get into it. And if I did not talk about what a balanced heart chakra looks like, I will reiterate it in this reading. Let's go. All right, Leos, your third eye is wide open. Very nice. We also have the Lover's card. We also have the Eight of Swords. We have the Strength card. These are your major arcana right here. The Lover's card, the Strength card. Somebody will be making a decision about something, especially if you feel like you are feeling weighed down. We also have the High Priestess card here, and then we also have the Fool card. All right. So the Lover's card, at first glance, it's connected to the zodiac sign Gemini, but this is Gemini. The symbol is the twins. So this is your divine masculine to your divine feminine. So we got a couple of things going on here. If there's anything in your life right now where you feel like, and don't look at the length of time you've known something or somebody, you feel like I've invested so much into this, like those things will creep up on you and cause you to stay in relationships, whether it's friendships, working relationships, or whatever, because you feel like it's your time, like it's your time to it's really Source's time, and you are God in human form. So I don't want to confuse anybody. But if God, this is where you're using your spirit of discernment. If you feel like I feel like I'm torn, I'm overthinking something when it comes to love, for instance, whether it's because this is about making decisions, but it also looks like a twin flame business partnership is coming your way, and possibly a twin flame love energy coming your way, right? So Source is saying to you, you got a lot of downloads coming. This is High Priestess energy. So somebody could be, psychic or have psychic gifts. And it's intensified because we're coming up on a full moon. I think right now at the time of filming, the moon is like 96, 97, 98% illuminated, right? So it's illuminated enough for those feelings, subconscious habits, moods, emotions to be like on 1,000 right now, right? You'll know that you landed on the bright, or you're landing on the bright side of the moon in this new phase coming up. If you feel more adaptable, creative, good-natured, and diplomatic and charming. In contrast, this is the good side right here. You're looking back at your former self. In contrast, you'll know that you landed on the dark side of the moon if you feel more indecisive about a situation, right? Doesn't matter if it's a friendship, romantic relationship, job, whatever. I'm not really sure. Okay, now it's time for me to really sit down and look at things, like look at everything. If you feel more indecisive, more self-indulgent, more dependent, more frivolous, more changeable, like if you're in a codependent friendship, any kind of codependent relationship, right, where you are not putting your full faith in Source, Most High, you're putting your faith in something else, right? You're putting your faith in your fear or doubt, uncertainty about such whatever the situation is. So your third eye is wide open. So there's some things that you're not able, you can't unsee, right? So whatever Source is sending you to you in a dream or whatever the case may be, Source is saying, this is where you, because there's several things coming out. When Source is taking people to the next level, I'm not going to name any names of any celebrities or anything like that. You all will kind of be able to know exactly just through your own experiences. The only reason I'm talking about celebrities to some extent without naming names is because you can see it on TV, you can read their stories and that kind of thing. Whenever Source is trying to take you to the next level, and you should be proud of how much work you've invested in yourself, right? you should still be happy and in celebratory mode because you put in that hard work and that hard effort, Leo. And if you got people around you who are your spirit is feeling like something is off about it, go with that spirit of discernment. Something is not right. You have a lot of people who finally make it after all the hard work, the blood, sweat, and tears they put into things, only to think, you know what, I can bring so and so along with me, and so is sitting there looking with eyes of resentment and looking with eyes of jealousy. I finally found my person. I finally found my twin flame. Things are finally coming together for me. And you thinking this is your loyalty, right? You're thinking this is it's loyalty. Like, I don't want you all to think that it's you have to be less loyal, but be more loyal to yourself. That's what I'm trying to help somebody. It's like the moon intensifies our need for self-care and what food feels good to our soul. And what somebody's energy is giving off is that not necessarily that they're jealous. It could be that, it could be envy, it could be their demons are on full display. Whatever their demons are, insecurity, lack of career success, lack of prosperity. You should not have to dim your light and talk less about how happy you are because all the hard work you put into it, because you're afraid of how somebody's gonna be sitting there like, emotionally checked out. Oh, what did you say? Oh, you got what going on? A distraction. You all know what I'm talking about. Like, use your spirit of discernment. There's too many people like that we know as celebrities. As soon as they make it, they think, okay, I'm gonna go back around to the old neighborhood. I'm gonna bring certain family members along, or I've known these people in my life for years. Well, yeah, you know them well enough to know that some of them are straight up haters. Don't be that person that you work this hard to get where you are, and source is trying to make you wealthy, and you're like, well, gosh, I didn't see it. I felt like a fool. Because you're not going to feel like a fool when you decide to, hey, my third eye is telling me I'm seeing something I didn't want to see. Let me toss it into a burning bowl and let me move on with my life. Let me move on with my life. Let me move on with my life. So here we have the Nine of Wands. We also have the Page of Coins, the Ace of Coins, the Judgment card, the Queen of Cups, and also the Two of Wands. Somebody is over here breaking generational cycles, curses, and chains. I'm telling you. See, with these people right here, who you've been through the fire with some of these people, and you've been through highs and lows with some of these people. You've been inspired by them. They've been inspired by you. They've drained you. You've drained them probably sometimes. You got enough information. You're on the other side. Don't you go back through the same thing with them. That would be like walking back into a forest that's on fire. Like, what kind of what kind of sense would that make? Like, really, Leo, ask yourself, like, why would I go back through all of that when Source already showed me what I needed to see? See, what some people don't understand is how your loved ones growing up was praying over you. Oh, I want Leo to be the first. Some of your loved ones was really praying over you. I want Leo to be the first person to graduate from college. I want Leo to be the first person in the family. So somebody's family poured into them because they saw you breaking generational curses, chains, but somebody is, like I said, so you've already broken some kind of generational chain, curse, or whatever. And so you got a lot of great things coming your way. And here we have the Page of Coins. You have new information coming your way. So you got new information, like I said, coming your way. And so be in receiving mode of that. Don't let your pride get in the way. Your pride for knowing somebody, oh, I know what they would never do X, Y, and Z to me. I'm quite sure a lot of people said that. Oh, my own family wouldn't steal from me. I've known this person since we were in the second grade together. Oh, they wouldn't be jealous of me. They want to be happy for me. Like, why would they be jealous of me? Like, I don't have all of X, Y, and Z. So you're looking at it from third dimension. Source is saying to you, look at it with your third eye. Pay attention. Pay attention. Here we have the Ace of Coins. So you've worked very hard to get where you are. You've invested in yourselves. You got the whole world in front of you, and they know it. So you can look at it as like, I'll hire them, I'll get them a job or whatever the case may be. But they secretly inside that circle telling everybody your secrets. And you got to focus on, being in front of the camera or being in a leadership position. And, and then you start and wonder why there's like breakdown and stuff. And you for the life of you can't figure out that it's them. You have the whole world in front of you. There's a lot of opportunities. I see a lot of travel coming your way, meeting new people. For some of you all, it's new love. If you're not already with your twin flame or with your person, new opportunities to go into business with people. You can still be a compassionate person and still say bye-bye. I still say bye-bye. You know, I still say bye-bye. I'm not trying to be funny. I really am not trying to be funny. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing in the cards. And you have the whole world in front of you. And some people, they can't go where you're going. We all know there's certain family members, you can't take them. They don't know how to conduct themselves. Certain family members don't know how to conduct themselves. They don't. You take them somewhere nice. They just. Oh my God. Everybody has those family members. So anyway, like I said before, and certain friends, you can't take them anywhere. They don't know how to conduct them. They act like they don't have any home training at all. Like they've been. Woo, like they have been raised in the woods somewhere. You like, oh my God, you know, can you leave that back there? You know, we got some new opportunity. I'm trying to bring you along with me, and they would resent that. They would resent that. So I'm just trying to tell somebody, use your spirit of discernment. You got a lot of blessings coming your way, Leo. So don't let your pride get in the way. Here we have Justice card. We have El Bobo. We got Coexist. We have Madre Tierra. We also have Seven of Cups and also the Goddess card. So I do see somebody making some adjustments. I see somebody, this Justice card right here came out. I'm seeing, like I said, somebody making some kind of adjustments. Some kind of adjustments. Here we have the Goddess card right here. This is where this is the, you can't really see it on this card. I was trying to get a closer look on this card. You can't really see it. I'm seeing some kind of, you're walking into a season of abundance and prosperity. So I do see you making some adjustments, because I'm telling you, somebody's family prayed over them. They said, you know, Leo is going to be the first this, that, and the other. They bring an honor to the family name, such and such and such and such. And these people, they can't see that. All they just looking for is a free ride. That's what they're just looking for, a free ride. And so I do see you balancing out your own scales. I see you balancing out your own scale. So here we have the Seven of Cups. There's a lot of temptation to vibrate low, meaning, you know, listen, they will mess up everything that your family prayed for, and they mess up everything that you worked hard for. Everything. Here we have the El Bobo card. You may have felt foolish in the past, but you don't feel foolish anymore. Some changes are happening, right? Some major changes are happening. Somebody's going to feel liberated. Somebody's going to feel free, you know, of something, you know. And so make sure your heart chakra is in alignment. Here we have something is closed. The cycle is closed. It's closed airtight. And Source is saying to you, it's time to balance out your own scales within. See, somebody is thinking about coexisting. Somebody is thinking about, well, you know, it's not going to be that bad. You know, it's nothing wrong with keeping certain people around and all. Listen, coexist with the planets in your universe. If you want to coexist with something, coexist with that. Coexist with get your sun, moon, rising, Venus, and all the other placements, including your rising, your MC and IC. Let those coexist so you can see exactly what you're dealing with. If you want to coexist with something, coexist with that. Because I do see somebody closing out, and you don't want to find out the hard way. You've already been through the fire with something. You're already on the other side of something, and so it's time for you to move on from it. Time for you to move on. Let's see what else we got going on here. So again, use your spirit of discernment when you're going to the next level and just trying to decide, you know, what. Let me see what else. Because, yeah, somebody's overthinking something. Somebody's really, really overthinking situations. And Source is saying to you, if you want answers, instead of you waiting for something to happen and exhausting yourself, ask Source. Because you already got information coming to you. So now you're saying to Source, instead of me overthinking this, you can toss that into a fire, you know, overthinking, doubt, fear, uncertainty. I felt like a fool, you know, toss all of that into a fire so you can make room so you can receive answers. God, give me the answers through a dream. Because I just got a lot going on right now, and I don't want to be so emotionally drained. Let's just get straight to it. What is it? Show me whomever, whatever, that is not supposed to go to the next level with me, because I got the whole world in front of me. I have money coming my way. I got opportunities coming my way. There's a lot of temptations around me. See, somebody has a friend. Somebody's in a relationship with their twin flame, and they are trying to tempt you to cheat on that person. That's just how, Nine of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. We have the Seven of Swords. We have the Seven of Cups, and also the Two of Wands again, and also the Four of Wands. So somebody's going to feel like a huge weight has been lifted. And for some of you all, it's new love coming across your path. You don't have a problem attracting people, but like I said, somebody has a new and exuberant love coming across their path. And also somebody's going to finally feel like something is finally over. Feel like a huge weight has been lifted off of you when you walk away from the manipulation, the lies, the gaslighting, the narcissism, and all of that. You walk away from all of that, you're going to feel like a huge weight has been lifted. And if you don't feel like you're strong enough to remove people from your life, it's nothing wrong with you saying, God, let them walk away from me. Let them walk away from me. So that way, when they walk out of that door, I can close it, lock it, and double bolt it. There is no coming back. Let them walk away from me, because there's a lot of temptation going on here. Lots of temptation going on. We got the Seven of Cups twice. So somebody is really tempted to vibrate low. Keep your vibrations very high. It's better to let Source do it. Here we have the Nine of Pentacles. This is financial independence. Like I said before, you've been working really hard to invest in yourself. Somebody may have gone back to school or something. Something you're investing in yourself. And you'll be earning money at that as well. But here we have, again, you have the whole world in front of you. I mean, tons of opportunities are coming your way. And if you're not using your spirit of discernment now, and as things are getting busier and busier for you, and you're too distracted by paying attention to things that you should be paying attention to right now, it's going to be harder for you to see as opportunity after opportunity, travel, all of these stuff is going on in your life. It's going to be harder to see. So if you don't feel like you can make the decision, like sometimes you just feel like, okay, I thought I was going to be strong enough to walk away from something. God, let them walk away from me. Let them walk out of my life. I don't want to sabotage myself, and I don't want to be disobedient. Let them walk away from me. Problem solved. Here we have the Knight of Cups. We have the Two of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, Ten of Cups, and also the Queen of Pentacles. So people already see you on your throne. Here we have the Queen of Swords. This is where you're vetting even your private thoughts. You're vetting all of those things, right? Here we have the Queen of Pentacles. This is where, like I said, somebody sees you as down to earth, very relatable. They see you as a person who is, you are. When we see King and Queen of Pentacles, this is a person who is queen or king of receiving information as it relates to your finances, whether it's your property, your money, your credit. Like you are not in denial of what you're receiving. So somebody knows that there's a lot of wealth on the horizon. So be in that same energy of receiving when Source is telling you that there's some energies around you, or could have been something from the past, where you felt like or even now or in the past where you feel like I feel almost smothered. I feel like, I'm overthinking this, and it's weighing my scales down internally. That's what I'm saying right here. When I look at the Judgment card, it's not just court justice for somebody. What I'm seeing for you is that in your mind, you're trying to make everybody coexist. Like your past and your future coexist, and Source is saying you're going to have to make a decision about some things, because it's not that God is not going to let the past, collide with your future. God may let them come along, but for you, it'll be even more of a distraction if you don't pay attention. Like, why not just release it now so that you can move forward and not have all of that on your mind? Not have all of that on your mind. Like, for instance, one of the things that's coming to me is, like, for instance, a lot of times people like to keep their own family around them. And they could know certain family members can't be trusted. They've told you how they've stolen money from people. They've told you how they've swindled people out of stuff. They've told you. And so you're thinking in your mind, this is my family. They wouldn't do this to me. Or this is like my family. This has been like my brother or my sister. They would not do X, Y, and Z to me. And Source is saying, I already told you ahead of time that what their demons are. What makes you think their demons won't try to find out what your demons are? And if your demon is as an overgiver, that's going to come right for you as an overgiver. Like that's going to be, because I don't want to believe that about so and so. So source is saying save yourself. This is Knight of Cups energy. Save yourself. If you waiting for somebody else to save you, you could always, like I said, you could always go to God and say, God, let them walk out of my life. Let me walk in on a conversation that I know I can't trust, and let me overhear something so I can say, oh, okay, now I got my answer. Let me just move on. Here we have the Three of Pentacles, perfect alignment. I'm also seeing somebody in a perfect position for them, perfect job position for them. So some of your colleagues you leaving behind. Again, we're talking about this, making a firm decision about something. And, and then also, making a decision to walk away from something. Remember we said in the last one right here, walking away from something. Somebody has two issues that they're just kind of still kind of on the fence about. And source is saying to you, go ahead and balance out your scales by just releasing it. Walk away from it. Because again, somebody's family have poured a lot into you to get to where you are. We're not talking about the shady family members. Everybody got those family members. They don't know how to act. We're talking about the ones who really poured into you. That's where you're breaking generational curses, cycles, and chains. There's just too much at stake here. And that would be devastating for your family for, something to happen. And I'm not talking about worst case scenario, for you to get all the way up there and be so distracted. It's just like, okay, you just fumbled everything because you found the Judas in your circle. Here we have the 10 of Cups. Okay, protecting your inner child. Pay attention to that. Pay attention to that. Somebody could be in a relationship with somebody. Here you are with your twin flame. You're in a great relationship with your person. You all inspire each other. You all motivate each other. There's mental clarity. You ask them questions, they can answer it, vice versa. You just feel like you're in a really, really good space. But you could be dealing with somebody who is not in that space. They may give the appearance that they're with their twin flame, but their twin flame is burning them just like they burning them. That's not a twin flame. That's exhaustion. That's drama, right? But on the outside, it looks like, okay, every time you turn around, they're fighting, they're arguing, they're constantly burning each other. You can just feel the tension, like the draining. You walk away, you're like, oh my God, I feel like I'm sweating. That's how hot it is in the relationship. But we're not talking about passionate in a good way. That same energy right there will try to tempt you with somebody else. Protect your inner child. So it's better. So source is going to keep somebody busy. Once you release something, and I'm not talking about just tempt you with another woman. They could try to tempt you with another man, whoever it is, whatever your preference is, somebody could tempt you because they see you actually in a twin flame relationship and they're looking at you. And it's several people can see you in a twin flame romantic relationship and they really love it. Instead of them saying to you, hey, humbling themselves, or going to source and saying, wow, I sure do like Leo's relationship. Teach me how to teach me how to have the same type of relationship that Leo has. They too busy talking about teach me how to Dougie. They're not interested in getting it the same way that you got it. Same thing in your business relationships. Wow, it seemed like everything is coming together for Leo. I wish I could have those type of business relationships that Leos have. I really wish. Spirit of discernment. Pay attention. That inner child in you is closer to pure consciousness. See, you've been contaminated by the world. You're trying to return back. You're returning every day back to pure consciousness with evolving. But listen to your inner child. Pay attention to your inner child. Your inner child will break out sweating. And you're like, why am I sweating? I had a dream about so-and-so last night. Your spirit is like, this is your detox. I'm trying to get them out of your spirit. Pay attention. Listen to your lower chakras music when you're, in your spare time. Listen to it at night, that kind of thing. You want clarity. You want, things coming through, Leos. But Source is trying to take somebody to the next level. Really, really take you to the next level in your personal and your professional life. You do not, Source is like whatever you hanging on to, whoever or whatever. It could even be like you hanging on to some anger or frustration about something, having to do with whatever. And Source is like, I'm already going to take care of that. You focus on continue getting blessed, because there's a lot of money that somebody is leaving out on the table because they're holding on to something. You're holding on to something. You don't need to go back and say, and another thing. You don't need to go back and say, See how this person is looking back? You need to turn your head and keep on moving forward. See, this person right here and this person can't see the blessings coming their way because they got on blindfolds and they keep looking back. You can't see all the wealth that's trying to come in. You've invested in yourself, and somebody's putting a whole lot of extra thought into doing a whole bunch of research or looking up something, or, see all of these books right here. So it's just like you got whatever you needed to get. Move on, so I can send some more money your way. I can send some wealth your way. I can send some loyal energies your way. I can put a book in your spirit. Again, this is a lot of money trying to come somebody's way. So where's the card? Time to close out some cycles. This right here. Time to close it out. Get real serious about closing out cycles. Some people can't go where you're going. They can't. Get grounded. Grounded, right? Many of the most evolved beings on earth are regular folks living with joy, dignity, and courage. Somebody can have Earth very heavy in their chart. You can have a lot of Earth in your chart. When we talk about Earth signs, we're talking about Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, right? We're talking about Earth signs. You can have Earth in your chart, or you could be dealing with an Earth sign. Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, or they could have Earth heavy in their chart as well. Like I said, pay attention because the enemy is trying to come in. The reason why you see so much money out here on the table, Leos, and I'm just making sure I'm not leaving anything out. I want to make sure I'm getting all the downloads and I'm not leaving anything out, because it's really difficult when you got to close out cycles, especially for people that you feel like, they were there. Because your root chakra is developed between the ages of 0 and 7. And so you may have this very loyal spirit. And so you may be secure, stable, very loyal person, career. You could see your career being successful. You could see you being prosperous, but not everybody sees that in themselves. Like, you could have that vitality, that patience, and all of this other stuff, but somebody who doesn't have that can weigh your scales out of balance. And there's been too much prayer, too much pouring into your spirit for you to keep looking back and replaying something that's already over. Release it. Just release it so you can go on and live your absolute best life. They'll see about it. They'll read about it in the news. They'll see it on TV. They'll see you on stage somewhere accepting some awards. They'll see you, they'll hear about it from somebody else when you're living in your mansion and all of that other stuff. Because I'm saying financial independence. And a lot of people are already, they hold you in high regard. It's like this very regal energies, highly regarded, highly respected, and at a higher frequency. Yeah, you got a lot of people who are, throwing stones and hiding their hands and pretending like they support you, but they really don't. And some people love you. They don't. You got to learn how to take all of that with a grain of salt. We're talking about this right here where you are right now. Source is saying to you, pay attention, like use your spirit of discernment. And I'm serious. Some people will say, oh, yeah, as soon as I found out somebody is betraying me, I don't have a problem cutting them off, until it's somebody you really, really love. And you're like, wow, I know the backstory. I'm not sure if I could do that. Well, then ask God, let them walk away from me then. You don't have to get into an argument, no nothing. Let them stop calling me. Let them show less interest in me. Let them start to fade out of my life. I'm not going to run back and chase you, because that's God's way of saying, you asked for it. I'm about to answer your prayers. I'm answering your prayers. So, like I said, congratulations to each and every one of you all for, just continue to keep your vibrations high. But that spirit of discernment needs to be in full effect. It needs to be in full effect, so you don't have to wait for something bad to happen. But like I said, there has to be some kind of sacrifice here, and you don't want to be the sacrifice. Let's see. You don't want to be this. You don't want to be their sacrifice when you can sacrifice your ego. All you have to do is ask God and trust God. Let's see what else we have going on here. Let's see what else. Yep, adjustments are required. Some kind of adjustments are required. Somebody's going to have to ask God, you're going to have to help me with this, because it can even be somebody, well, it can be, like I said, you could look at it as like you could have been in business with somebody, or, like I said, the twin flame is not just lovers energy. It could be like a friend that you feel like they inspired you, they this and that, they motivated you at one point, and this, but some of you all have interacted with people who motivated you when you were on a lower frequency. And so at this point, if they're tossing it back in your face, like, oh, when you needed me, I was there for you. All you owe them was a thank you, and that's it. You should not have to sacrifice your arm, your leg, your torso, your everything else, like your firstborn. You don't have to give blood samples and and fingerprints just to prove to them that you're a loyal person. Like, you did you do it because you wanted to do it? I said thank you. I mean, like, what else you want me to do? And so you don't even have to go back and forth with them, or like, well, you needed me, I was there for you. It's, if they're throwing it back up in your face, then, like I said, you got a lot of blessings come, major blessings coming your way, major blessings. You've invested in yourself. And like I said before, for somebody in a leadership position, you've earned that spot in that leadership position, right? You've gone back to school. You've taken some online classes. You may have even taken the company's like online, classes that the company offered. And so you deserve to be in that leadership position. You worked hard for it. You should be proud of how hard you worked for it. So if somebody is, was trying to cozy up to you in the workplace because they were trying to distract you from applying for the position, and you got it, and they're sitting over there with their arms folded. Yeah, now is not the time. Now is not the time for you to be, wondering if this is happening for you. It's already happening. The money is already coming your way. The leadership position is already coming your way. And so now is not the time for you to doubt source. That's what I'm saying. Some adjustments need to be made. We got third quarter moon coming up. Third quarter moon is coming up around, you're going to feel it around the 12th or 13th of this month before we close out this cycle. So you still have time. And even if you're not ready, even if you're not really ready and you feel like you need more, you don't even have to put that kind of stress and pressure on yourselves. But source is saying to everybody, take off the rose-colored glasses. It's better to know right now, so you can go into your new blessings without being stressed, and you don't have to feel the stress of feeling like, I'm just weighed down and I have the whole world in front of me, opportunities coming left and right, but I'm still trying to make a decision about this situation over here. Let's pull a number card and an affirmation card, and let's go ahead and close it out. But yeah, they certainly want you to coexist. They really want you to, but it's time to move on from something. Somebody would love for you to take them on a journey, but their energy is just too messy. Number 7, I am brilliant. You possess a very refined mind and a deep urge to uncover life's mysteries. Your ability to acquire vast knowledge on both the informational and spiritual planes gives you a greater awareness than most. So source is piecing it all together. All you have to do is go straight to source, and that's within. So not like you have to go to a physical place to find God. It's right there within. Go within. Let's see. Let us see. Plus, I see a lot of traveling for you all. Like I said, traveling, at the whole world in front of you. I see new opportunities coming your way, opportunities to meet people, to expand your circle. Like I said, of loyalty, security, all those things. So here we have affirmations for kindness. I am full of loving kindness. I am full of goodwill toward those around me. I am surrounded by warmth. I embrace all wholehearted kindness. See, when I talk about this warmth right here, somebody sees that you are surrounded by warmth, right? And so would they go back home to would people think that they're twin flames and it's a bunch of blowtorching going on, right? Same thing in some of their business relationships. They burned out from their job, and you sitting there, you loving your job, you operating in your purpose. So I'm surrounded by warmth. I embrace all wholehearted kindness. I am grateful for generosity shared shared by others. My smile can make someone's day. I allow the kindness in my heart to run free. That's you, Leos. That's you. So, like I said, now is not the time to second guess yourselves, because you already know who and what it is. And if, again, where's a card? If it's two situations in your life and you found out everything you needed to find out, sources like move on with your life. So you can go ahead and move on to blessings. You need, see, these people right here, they got both of their hands around some swords, right? So how can you receive? God already sent the message through your ear gate and your eye gate. So you know everything you need to know. So put the swords down. Your power move is to walk away from something and not say a word. I don't need to say anything. Everything I needed to know has already been exposed. Now let me use those hands to embrace all the wealth that's coming my way. That's what I have for you, and I'll see you on Freedom Friday. Again, happy full moon in Libra. It's a pink moon. Get your pictures and everything out. That pink represents dreaming bigger, being in this dreamy state, operating in love, forgiveness, self-love, forgiveness for other people, attracting love if that's what you want. But it also represents taking off your rose-colored glasses in a very gentle way. Like you should not have to be jolted into snatching off rose-colored glasses where now I'm so distracted I can't even see the wealth that's coming my way. That's what I have for you, and I will see you all on Freedom Friday. Bye.